Hi everyone, my name is Glorious Satriadamang Aji, and today I'm honored to present our research titled Empirical Studies on MX Algorithm Implementation in Tester Eligibility Classification for Crowdsourced Based User Acceptance Testing. This was conducted under the guidance of Mr. Dana Sulistyo Kusumo and is part of our work at Telkom University. The presentation will cover four main sections: background, methods and simulation, result and discussion, and finally conclusion. Let's begin with the background. As software systems grow complex and global, user acceptance testing, or we can call it UAT, becomes critical. But traditional UAT is costly and time consuming. Crowdsourced UAT leverage diverse testers to simulate real-world usage cost effectively. However, this comes with a big challenge, which is tester eligibility. In crowdsourced UAT, many testers lack the context of understanding needed. This leads to inconsistent, low-quality feedback. Measuring eligibility is hard because UAT doesn't have a clear correct answer, especially in usability tests. We are dealing with subjective, ground truth-free evaluations. Several prior works attempted to address this, but existing methods like WSM and MOCOM rely heavily on historical or demographic data, limiting their generalizability. Others use learning curves but need long-term data, not feasible for fast deployment. Our research applies the MX algorithm, originally introduced by Deng et al. To evaluate crowdsourced worker quality. MX doesn't need ground truth or personal data. It works based on inter-tester agreement, making it potentially ideal for UAT. Our main goal is to empirically validate MX in a UAT setting. Specifically, we answer two questions. The first one, how accurately does MX classify tester in crowdsourced UAT? And the second one, how well can MX separate eligible from ineligible tester? We use real tester responses and evaluate performance using confusion metrics. Let's move on to our methodology and simulation setup. So MX algorithm works by modeling the probability that testers agree. If two testers often answer similarly, it suggests they are consistent and likely eligible. This probabilistic interagreement becomes a proxy for accuracy. It doesn't require ground truth, doesn't store personal info, and supports diverse dynamic tester pools, making it privacy-friendly scalable. We implement MX by first decomposing questions into binary options, then calculate agreement probabilities across all testers. From this, we aggregate accuracy scores for each individual tester. The goal is to find the most consistent ones. We compare MX to a baseline pair-based validation, where testers are pre-evaluated based on experience, while effective, it's less flexible and not privacy-friendly. Crowdsourced UAT with MX is more adaptive, though it struggles with lack of ground truth. This trade-off is key of our study. We simulate a hybrid setup. Testers answer multiple choice UAT tests framed as real-world scenarios. We use a custom platform where testers interact with simulated UAT questions in a structured format. Eligibility is determined by comparing each tester's MX accuracy score against manual threshold. This lets us classify testers based on how consistent they are with the group's consensus. It's context-dependent, performance-based approach. The tasks use the Gherkin format, a given when then structure. This helps tester understand scenarios easily and fits well with multiple choice adaptation. Here's an example for password reset functionality. Now let's look at the result of applying the MX algorithm in our simulated environment. The results were encouraging. MX was able to classify tester with high accuracy without using sensitive data or predefined answer. For research question 1, MX algorithm achieved 79% accuracy and 82% precision, a strong performance given the subjective nature of UAT. It proves the algorithm can effectively identify consistent, likely eligible tester even without ground truth. And then for research question 2, MX algorithm reached 83 true negative rate, filtering out ineligible tester with high reliability. However, it's conservative, meaning some qualified tester may be excluded. Still, this trade-off favors quality assurance in risk-sensitive projects. So, in conclusion, MX provides a practical privacy-preserving solution for quality control in crowdsourced UAD. It performs well even in subjective tests and doesn't rely on prior experience or sensitive data. However, we must acknowledge limitations. This was a student-based simulation, so real-world generalization may vary. It wasn't tested on open-ended tasks, and then also conservative filtering may reduce tester diversity. Despite that, MX shows strong potential as a scalable quality control mechanism, especially when adapted contextually. So this is the reference. So, thank you for your attention. I'm happy to take any question or connect after a session. Feel free to reach me at glorioussatria@gmail.com. Thank you. Muchas gracias.